Hello friends, Sam and Graham doing TCGs yet again. Here we are, currently and possibly permanently, last case of high seas for me. Case number 7. The last one was another great one. Probably our second best case. We've got, this is 3 gravy boxes and a marlin. You know how we've been having, the luck we've been having with the mostly gravy. And it is good. So, fingers crossed this continues. But yeah, the first case had been really good. The second case was astonishingly good because it had the 2 Marvel polys in it. But then this last one had both foil and non-foil codex. Foil and non-foil codex, and then a Marvel. I'm blanking on which of Gravy's buddies it was. One of the allies. The less sought after ones. Marvel Puffin Hightail, the adult version, and a cold foil sea lace sarong. Just a great case. Some really two amulets in the case, which I'd only seen a single. We've got a Marvel here. A Marvel Shelly. I think I already had a Marvel Shelly, but we will never scoff at a Marvel. And that was a good first hit. A Marvel Shelly. No Conquerors. I would love to see a couple more Conquerors. Preach modesty for Majestic One. But yeah, I mean, that was just 2 amulets. That's what I was saying. I'd only seen 1 amulet per case up to that point, so that was a very pleasant surprise. But now here we are. Currently, my last case of high seas. Looking for a few things to fill in my holes still, but mostly looking for the wish lists of a couple of my friends at the moment. Finish that up. But here we are. We're making some A+ progress. And like I said, that case we'd had a bunch of really good cases. That one finally broke that's really what put it over the edge. I mean, the 2 Marvels helped, especially one of them being an adult hero. Chart the high seas. That helped a lot, honestly. But and then the sea lace sarong from the treasure pack. But that definitely jumped up to our, I'd say, number 2 out of 7. So I'll be curious if this case can, with its also sunken treasure, there we go, with its majority gravy bones boxes, can it find some way somehow to do even better, be our new number 1 even, take the number 2 slot, or just skyrocket all the way to 1. We haven't seen a Fabled, which is unfortunate, especially with the supply being as limited as it is. I doubt I'll be able to find any more cases to go Fable hunting. I'm gonna try, but I don't know so much if that's gonna happen or not. And we haven't seen any Marvel amulets. Those would be a nice hit. Or any of the like really wild you know, James White special treasures. That would be pretty awesome too. So we'll see what we can find. I still only have one of Jolly Bludger too. And there's that one Gravy Majestic. I'm blanking on its name. Gold the tip, not that. That I've only pulled one of, I think. I just can't even, I'm blanking on the name right this second. Golden Tickle. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. I like Thematic Copper Cog. Love it. I wasn't sure about this set, but the more I've seen, the more I've played, the set's a winner. There's another Diamond Amulet. Ooh, and a foil Everbloom Life. That's a great pack. That's a great... Did I have it? I may not have had a Diamond Amulet. I say another. That may be my first one. If so, that's spectacular. I love that. Oh, man. There's a Claw of Vincerica. That is my third one of those now. So that is... I'll keep a play set, but that's only 2 for a two-handed weapon. So I'm perfectly content with that. It's pretty nice. Jitra Bones. This is a great box. It's a great, great box. Really good. Ooh, a foil Sunken Treasure. Okay, 2 Majestic foils. We already had a Marvel. Man, this is legitimately a really good box. Okay. Flying High, Chart a Course. Alright. Alright. Treasure pack time. Do we continue? Now that we've had... Oh, because we had the Golden Harpoon, the next one too. Alright, Gold Hunter catch. Alright. That's okay. That's okay. We had two treasure pack hits in a row after not having any for a hot minute. So we are not in a bad spot yet. That is not a bad spot to be in. I'm super happy with that. All right, that's a great start. That is a great box 1. That gives me some solid inspiration for the rest of the case. I apologize for that split-second distraction. My wife was texting me. Usually, I pause when such a thing happens. But I got extracted and forgot. So... thank you for your mercy. Whether you showed me any or not. Dry shot powder. Alright, we're doing one of our slow starts so far. That is alright. There's a Gravy. I don't know why. I have plenty of the adults already, but I keep on setting them aside anyway. It's all good. Teeth of the Keg. Alright, there is an Everbloom Growth, or Life, sorry. First Majestic of this box. Finally breaking that slow start. Does this mean we have some heavy hitters to come? Haha, that's a different set. Yeah. Are there some nice things behind the heavy hitter, the Mist Veil midpoint? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just being stupid now. We got another aeronaut. Digging it, digging it. All right. Buddies want conquerors. Let's see some conquerors. Jack be quick foil. That's actually pretty neat. Let's see some conquerors of high sea. It's flying high. All right. We have 2 Majestics, no foil Majestic yet. This pack, once it is down, that's the midpoint of the box. Not so fast. All right. So we are behind the curve. Is this another one where the second half just brings some heat? Hoist them up. Give no quarter. That was, oh, a double Majestic pack. Yes, it does. Give no quarter was the gravy card I was trying to remember the name of earlier, that I now only have 2 of, I believe. But we are happy to see it. I am very happy to see that. Super pleased. Calling the biggins. Alright, so we have 4 Majestics now. We still haven't seen a foil Majestic. But we did see Dangle Give No Quarter, which is a pretty dang big hit in its own right. So I am quite pleased. Board the ship, heave ho, strick gold. Here we keep going. Let's keep on keeping on. Crash them gates, monkey powder. I don't really care about that swift water sleep. That's okay though. Let's keep ricking and rolling. Fool's Gold, Yellowfin, Angry Bonds. Seafloor. There we go. Nice. Another solid hit. A Whaler Humperdinck. I actually think I put that over the amulet, which I didn't mean to, but y'all don't really care about that. Thieving Vermits. So we've definitely been hitting the Majestic goodness this box. We've been hitting the Majestic goodness pretty hard. 3 packs left. Still need 1 more Majestic, and we'd like a foil Majestic. There's the Majestic. That is a King Kraken Harpoon. Another one we are pretty happy to see. Can we get a foil? Can we get a foil? Can I get a foil here? Can I get a foil? Can I get a foil Majestic? I'm clearly not an auctioneer. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So no foil Majestic. That's okay. That's okay. What's in our treasure pack? A Gold Kiss Rum. That's the only second one of those I've pulled. Okay. Yeah. All right. A Cold Foil Legendary Cogworks Tinker Ring. That is more than enough to push that box into the hey-o range. Absolutely. Heck yes. All right. So we are moving on to box 3, and this, I hadn't seen a cold foil Tinker Rings yet. I would still love, now that I've seen everything, I would love me a rainbow foil I would love me a rainbow foil dead threads. I don't know why, because it's going to be one of those cards that I'm just mad because I don't really plan on playing gravy. So maybe I shouldn't want that. I've already pulled a dead threads, so I don't need to pull another one. Even though I did trade it to one of my buddies that I'm hunting for stuff for now. Which, to say, I've not done a super great job of pulling the stuff that they need. I'd like to see at least in these last 2 boxes, one more Conqueror would be great. So that I can fill them up on the stuff they're looking for to build their decks. So, Conqueror. That's what we're looking for. Harpoon and Sinker. Perk up. But I have, I say that, I've still pulled a few things that I know they had on their wish lists. So it's not, we're not in a bad spot. Like, throw caution to the wind. Kelpie. That cold foil Tinker Rings looks really good, actually. Midas Touch. Okay. And a foil Tip the Bartender. This is why I always have to go back through and check my bulk, especially my foils, because I'm really good at missing stuff. I've got one guy that I get a bunch of stuff to every set, and he was like, "Oh, you left the Majestic in here. It's like a $15 card." And I told him, "That's my mistake. You can keep it." Another 2 amulet case. I think that's a duplicate sapphire for me. I was like, "Dude, that's my mistake. You can keep it." And he was like, "No, I insist. I'll mail it to you." And so he did, which was really nice of him. But I was just like, "Look, dude, I made the mistake. I'm never going to know the difference because I just get him," which reminds me, I actually need to reach out to him because he usually gets a bunch of cheap bulk from me every set. Wow. And then another rainbow foil. Okay. A rainbow foil legendary. Cogworks Tinker Rings. That's got me doubting the possibility of dead threads here, though. I will say that. That's the only bad news there. But I mean, still, we're doing pretty nice. Blood in the water. All right, let's get some of the ranger stuff I need. Kraken. Board the ship. Heave ho. Alright, we're down to our last 5 for this box, then the treasure. And then we're down to my last box, Cog of the Machine. My last box of what might be my last case of High Seas. Currently is. Zeppelin. Cloud Skiff. I lost track of Majestics this box, honestly. Once we saw the legendary, it was just like, huh, okay. King Kraken Harpoon, okay. And this is the last pack of box 3. Throw a caution to the wind. Fiddler's Green. Gold pack. What we gonna got? Not so fast. Okay. Okay. Another dip down again, but not terrible. Not terrible. But you know what is terrible? This is the last box. And it's the Marlin box, so it's probably the bad luck one. Let's see if that's true. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's wrap her up. All right, back to it. I had to take a quick pause. Every now and then I get distracted. I apologize. I gotta stop and take care of some real life, I guess. Fiddler. This box, it's still early yet. We're not quite a quarter through, but it's at a slow start. There's a Deny Redemption. Hey, gravy. Deny Redemption is not generally our target. Restless Barnes. Come on, just give me a Conqueror. Give me a Conqueror. Give me a Conqueror. That's not it. That wasn't a Conqueror. Another. Wow. Okay. So that's not only another amulet this case. This is second Sapphire amulet this case. Okay. That's delightful. That is great. Rally the Coast Gourd. Loan Shark, sure thing. Outstanding. Outstanding. Let's keep this going. We're still not past the halfway point. We still got a treasure pack. No foil Majestic yet. I don't think. I think that tipped the barkeep with box 3. Still the possibility for another legendary or another Marvel or both. I've seen that. What are we gonna get? I'm beginning to think. I joked about it beforehand, but I do think Marlin might be bad luck. Fool's Gold. All right, past the halfway point now. I think Marlin's bad luck, y'all. Board the ship. Fiddler's Green. I think she's bad luck. Let's see. Keep on keeping on, friend. Midas touch again, sure. We're still not running into our buddy Conqueror, but we're finding plenty of other good stuff. Plenty of other good stuff indeed. Copper Cog, there we go. If you're going to get a rare, that's the one to get. And an Arcane Compliance. Coming in on the home stretch, I think. I can't, the angle, I shifted the packs. Tough old Ranch Red. I think this is 6 packs left. That is indeed 6 packs left. And then we've got one last pack of treasure. Ooh, a shiny gold the tip though. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm running out of sleeves. I don't think I have enough for the treasure pack. Another chum. Okay. That's another really solid ally pull at Majestic. Charticers. My dreams of a fable are fading. Considering I have 2 chances remaining. You know what, though? You know what? A rainbow foil dead threads. We'll take it. That will work. That'll be alright. Murderous rabble. Alright, and I am in fact exactly out of sleeves. I'm going to open a new pack even though I'm done with opening for the moment. We're going to open another pack of sleeves for our treasure pack. Do we have HMS Marlin? Nothing crazy in the last pack, but we got that dead threads in the close. Probably our 4th best case overall. That ain't bad. We're going to be happy with that. We're going to call that a win. We got another give no quarter. That's pretty good stuff. If we were wrapping up high seas like we probably are, this was a pretty solid case to do it with. I hope you enjoyed this journey. I hope you're having a good journey yourself. Let me know what you're pulling. Let me know what you think of the set. What else is going on in your life? I'd love to hear it. In any case, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.